Hey there guys, just wanted to make a video for you on finding area models with probabilities. So I made up a problem here. And what's nice about these area models is you can make up pretty crazy situations just based on these percentages. I don't think this one's too crazy, but it says the percentage of students that play video games on their iPads is 90%. The percentage of students that think their teacher is okay with them playing video games is 27%. So I want to find the probability that you find a student that plays video games on their iPad and thinks their teacher is not okay with them playing video games. So what we want to set up with the area model is the two situations that are separated by this and. So I'm going to say, let's say iPad, and then we'll say plays and not plays. Don't play. And how I'm going to split up this picture is based on this percentage. Obviously, we have a much bigger percentage that play the iPad, so we want to show that on our situation here. So what I may do is draw a line. We'll make this blue to stay consistent. Down here, that if you look, it looks like it's taking up about 90%. And that would make this little piece 10% of this side, this left side here. And then we can say teacher. Well, is the teacher okay with it or not okay? And we're going to split up the picture based on that also. We'll make this one red. Now, it's not as obvious as 90-10, but 20% or 27%, I would say, is not a very big range, almost, a third of the way over here, and only, actually, let's undo that. Only about 30% are okay with it. So if they're talking about the situation where I have both of these, the probability that you find a student that plays games on their iPad, if they say the student plays games on their iPad, I'm going to shade that part, which in this case, we'll use a highlighter, we'll go bluish. That's all of this stuff. All the way to down here, across. All of this stuff is that 90% that plays video games. Okay? So then I want to compare it or see in relationship with this other way to see if the teacher's okay or not okay. Now they said and thinks their teacher is not okay with them playing video games. Well, that's this piece here. All the way down. And I just take each one individually, and if it intersects, that's fine. But really the goal of these problems is to find the overlap with the and. Because wherever it's an and and an overlap, that's making both of these inequalities true. So what we really want to look for then is the intersection of these pieces. This is 27%, which leaves this being a 73%. So then we want to find the area of this model, which we do by finding the area of this rectangle. The dimensions of this rectangle are 0.73. We're going to use this percentage as a decimal, and 0.90. Now to find the area of a rectangle that has that overlap, it's going to be just length times width. So if I take that 0.73, multiply it by 0.90, let's check that out. It's 0.73 times 0.9. The probability of both of this happening, or both of these happening, was 0.657. So you can set up an area model any way like this. Just have your first option on the left, second option on the right, split up the picture, try and space the percentage as best you can, then start shading and overlapping. Wherever it says and, that's that overlap piece. Hope this helps. Have a great time.